out with it, I think, and if you fall off a little bit, it's not the end of the world. I think people with the other programs, it's easy to say,
yeah,
I didn't do my workout, and then you kind of trickle up from there, but there's still that nutrition component, which I think is huge. And it's a container. I don't know.
No, I agree. And they're actually Beachbody in the future. I think every program is going to come with like some type of 21-day fix derivative meal plan. Probably not like the P90 series or Body Beast, because those are definitely like more for building muscle. So 21-day fix. Well, I don't know what the extreme one looks like. It might be closer, but like P90X3 is just like it's a lot of protein. Like you're eating a lot of protein because you're building muscle. But the 21-day fix is like perfect for Max 30 and any of the cardio-based programs for sure. But I will say, like, just with Max 30, I mean, I'm surprised there's only 2 brackets. I mean,
that's weird.
I mean, I'm doing the one for 150 plus, and I mean, I honestly still need more food most days. Like that's not enough calories for me. I mean, it's still only like 1,800, 2,000 calories. I mean, I don't know.
I am hungry doing Max 30. Hungry.
Me too. I
feel like I'm training again.
I know. And I told Aaron today too, I was like, because when I finished T25, I was really lean. I was like, I feel like I'm going to get that way again with Sean. And his programs really make me just almost a little too lean. I mean, I love Sean, but I don't know. So something, if your challengers are saying that, like, they're, like you said, they're hungry or they feel too lean, like I think we need to find a way to add more food. And like I've been adding another protein.
Oh, that's what I've done too. Because I'm trying to build a little muscle anyway. So I'm like, bring on another egg, just whatever I can, because I'm just hungry.
Yeah, and I think it's different for everybody. Like, I am more of a person, mostly because I'm vegetarian. Yeah. And so, like, I could not do any of my reds besides Shakeology and be totally fine. But I, like, mostly want to add in, like, an extra, like, fat, like an extra, like more avocado or more nuts. Like, that's what I want to do on this program.
I want to go to the refrigerator and just dig into my natural peanut butter and eat half a jar just because it looks good.
Oh, I know.
But I don't.
I'm the same way. I am really hungry. I'm glad you guys said that because I thought it was just me like breastfeeding, but like I've been legit by 8 p.m. I'm like, I either need to like lock the fridge or go to bed.
I mean, also with like T25, I would do my workout and then have my Shakeology. And with this one, I feel like I have to have my Shakeology first or I'll like pass out.
Really? Isn't it like jumping around in your stomach though?
Like not right away, but I feel like I need to have something in my body first to like fuel me.
When I can make it work, I do half my shake before and half after.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same way. I don't want the whole thing before, but I have to have something in my stomach.
Well, when you get through the fix, you will love Max 30 at some point. It needs to be on your calendar because it has that competitive side that I know that you'll love. Like at the end, like you come into a circle and you're like yelling at each other. I mean, and at each other, I mean myself and my 2-year-old, but I'm screaming like Max out in my
I love all the videos I've seen. It's awesome.
Yeah, but anyway, okay, let's get back to February. So here's sort of what I was thinking in terms of like the month to kind of like get us connecting with people. I mean, obviously February is 10 days away. So start sort of forming, or, you know, you could start re-inviting some of your 21-day fix people that might be ready for extreme. Because 21-day fix extreme, the main difference is that all the workouts have weights. And the meal plan, and it really was designed to be the graduate program to 21-day fix. Of course, if it's somebody that has like a good level of fitness, like any of us could have jumped right into 21-day fix extreme. But if it's somebody who, you know, maybe they just had a baby, they haven't been very active, like 21-day fix is probably a much better starting point for them. And then they would graduate to 21-day fix extreme. So if you've got someone that like bought a challenge pack in December that's done 3-4 rounds of the fix, or, you know, November, or I've got people from like last April, I'm going to reach out to them to see if they're, depending on where they're at, like they might be somebody just to re-invite to the 21-day fix, but they might be interested in getting back on Shakeology. But if they are somebody who's been consistent, like I was just talking with someone, she's like, I'm going to hit a plateau, and I think she's going to do the fix extreme because she loves the fix. But I think it's a good fit for her because, so the meal plan, there's 2 options for the meal plan. One is Autumn's bikini competition plan, whatever the hell that is. And she's insane. But then the other one is cleaned up. Like there are no swaps and there are no treats. So it's pretty strict. So I'm not sure what the differences are because I would think her bikini one was pretty strict, but so I'll be interested to see what the meal plan looks like. But that's basically kind of what I know. So when you're forming with people, if they are somebody that's already pretty active and maybe they've done other programs, I think they could go into the Fix Extreme, but I would be careful about recommending that to somebody who is otherwise sort of a beginner. I'd probably put them in the 21-day Fix to start. Because I think we could run the both of them together in the same group because the meal plans are going to be similar. I'm assuming similar enough. I think that what I read was the biggest difference was just those yellow containers and like the treats. And, you know, to be honest, you know, like in the first 21 days, I don't know. I love wine too much. I swap that out. But, you know, a lot of my challengers, I kind of say, like, try to stick to it as much as you can. I mean, of course, like, if you're having, like, a total sweet tooth, like, swap something out. But it depends on the challenger, too. Like, I've got some that's a really big lifestyle change. And so it's kind of trying to stay as close to it as you can. But so what I was kind of thinking is maybe the first 7 days in February, we all run a free challenge, whatever we want it to be, just a way to connect with new people, maybe that otherwise have had price objections or don't really know what it is that we do. Let's give them a taste of what we do. I've been doing like 10 or 12-day free accountability challenges the past couple months, mostly because I was getting a lot of price objections. People I felt that thought they could only get my help if they bought something, and I didn't want people to feel that way. I mean, I know that is a big part of what we do is obviously we promote Beachbody products, but we also really do help people, you know, like get a jump start on their goals. And so I started probably October, I did it. And so I've done one every month and I just do it for 12 days and I stop. I don't keep going all month because I kind of want people to miss me a little bit. Like if it's something that they really, really want and see value in, I want for them to invest in something that is more than just an accountability checking. Cause that's really what I've just been doing. It's like, I have simple rules, like drink 64 ounces of, like kind of like our 10-day really, like exercise 9 of the 12 days, drink 64 ounces of water, check in daily with the group, and follow, like I give them a meal plan, but it's really more like eat 5 times a day. Your meals should consist of these types of things, like balance, essentially. I don't give them like any of our program meal plans or anything like that, but it's paid off for me in the past couple of months. I mean, I've had a lot more great conversations with people. They've sent friends my way for referrals into groups. So it's a good way to kind of, if you feel like your warm market is exhausting, I think it's a good way for us to cast a wider net. So the way that I've been running them is through an event. And so when I create the event, I make it public actually. And that way, like, but I don't invite any of the coaches to it. So this is where it gets tricky. Like I wouldn't invite any of us coaches and I wouldn't share it on your profile page, because if you do that, all the coaches are going to join. And then when Jess joins, her friends are going to join. And then I've got your friends in my event. And I don't want that because I don't want them to fall in love with what's happening in my group. I want them to fall in love with what's happening in your group. Does that make sense? So when I go through and I select people, I just invite people from my friends list and I make it public. So like when, I don't know, Shannon Pileski sees it and she's going, 3 of her friends are going to see they're going and they all want to go too. And so now you've got 3 people you've never met before that are in there, and I send them a message, I send them a friend request, and at the same time, Facebook's kind of cracking down on how much you can really do business related on your Facebook page, like your personal page. So we have to be careful with this because people have been like, some of the top coaches were locked out of Facebook for a whole month. But they're running their whole business on Facebook. So that's where like the like page is really something we need to all move towards. But you can certainly share things from your like page to your personal page. You could just have more stuff on your personal page, like, I don't know, recipes, you went for a walk with the kids, a run, your workout, but not like invites, like not inviting to groups, but just your life, like what's going on in your life, because then these people are in your group and they're seeing it on your news feed. And so you're just reaching more people. I haven't used my personal page that much because I've mostly done most of my like page, but this month I'm going to try to do like those two posts a day on my like page and 2 posts a day on my personal page separate. But my personal page tends to just be family. But again, my challengers tend to be moms. So that is relating to them still, so kind of figure out like who you relate to the best. But anyway, so I think it would be beneficial for us each to do our own 7-day free challenge, kind of market it towards who your niche is a little bit, or it can be anything. Like you can Google ab challenge, squat challenge, push-up challenge. Like it could be whatever. You could make it like a heart healthy kind of thing. And maybe it could be whatever you want it to be. I'd keep it pretty broad though, so that it attracts a lot of people versus like a couch to 5K or something, because then you're just going to get the runners. But that is a good way to kind of start conversations with people leading into our challenge groups for February, and maybe you'll connect with some people that you didn't otherwise think were even interested, or people that they've sent friends your way. And nothing may come of it, but they got a chance to see what the coaching piece is all about. I mean, we all know that's where the value really is in us tracking them and helping them. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And so then with challenge groups, so the 21 Day Fix Extreme will launch on the 2nd of February. We really couldn't, unless you had people that were like ready to buy on the 2nd, we really couldn't have them start that next Monday, because first of all, we're not even going to have our like if you want to do the Fix Extreme, or I'm definitely going to get it. So I'll share with you guys like the meal plans, and I don't want to expect for you guys to have to purchase it if you don't want it right now. So don't feel pressure to have to do that. But if you have somebody that wants it, what I'll do is I am going to purchase it. So I'll at least have the meal plan to help us understand what it is that these folks need and how it differs from the 21 Day Fix. Because what happened in last February was that we all ordered it the same day our challengers did, and then they were ready to start, and we were like, we don't know what we're doing, because it was definitely the most complicated of programs that there had been in terms of a meal plan. Like you need a little bit of time to prep on your own to understand it, I think. So if we started, what do you guys think about challenge groups then starting like the 16th and the 24th? Like we could have 2 start dates, so that gives us some time to form with these 7-day people, make connections with other people, advertise, or, Courtney, you're doing it right now. So sharing as much as you're comfortable sharing about what you're doing and kind of letting people see it. And if we did the 16th and the 24th, that would be 2 start dates in February.
That's fine.
Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can object. This is not like the Courtney show here. I promise. I was just brainstorming about this today to kind of like map out the month. I mean, for me lately, I feel like I haven't had a good plan for the months, and I don't really know. I don't know. I feel like when I have a plan, I definitely I'm a better coach.
Are those 2 dates for the extreme only?
No, I think we would do either. I think we would mix them together.
Is that too many start dates with isn't there a 21 Day Fix that's starting on the 2nd of February?
So the group that's starting on the 2nd is our general 30-day accountability group. So that's for any program. Okay. If you have somebody that purchased the Fix now and they wanted to hold out and wait to the 16th, then they could. If they are like eager, Eddie and ready to go and they want to start them on the 2nd. That's not going to be a 21 Day Fix only group though. And the 21 Day Fix is really, I really feel like it needs its own group and its own home, but we're getting in the world of like so many groups. It's hard to do that, So yeah, we'll always have a group that starts on the first Monday, like a 30-day general accountability, and then they'll roll into like that Solid as a Rock, which is our old Fit and Fierce committed kind of group. So yeah, so if you had somebody like that was going to purchase this month, you could either tell them, hey, my group isn't starting until February 16th, but we can always put them through a 10-day challenge, keep them engaged that way, and then start them on the 16th. And that's the other thing too. Do you guys want to do a shake challenge together, or do you want to do the team one? That's the first Monday.
I'm okay either way. I've had no success yet with 10-day challenges with Shakeology, so I can kind of go wherever. Yeah, and then if I have people, I'll add them, but still another element I have to work on. But I do have a question. So, okay, about all the 21 Day Fix people I have. So I have a group who will be finishing their first 21 days, Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. But then I also have a group doing a prep week right now. So where am I going to roll my first group that's getting ready to finish? Can't I roll them into the group that's starting on the 26th?
Yeah, if they want to do another round, you could.
I mean, for the most part, I think people are. And so instead of just putting them over to solid as a rock, to me, it made more sense keeping them with just 21-day fixers.
Yeah.
I mean, does that make the most sense? I need to get all my people in one area, especially if we're going to, if we're going to push the 21-day fix again in February, which is fine by me. I mean, that's what I sell the most. I mean, that's what I get the most people doing anyway.
But actually, Emily, like if I look at the calendar, so if they start on the 26th, they would be starting another round on the 16th, right? If they wanted to keep going.
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute. My first group?
Yeah, so they'll finish this week and they'll roll into the 26th. And then 3 weeks from then is the 16th, which is when we'll have a new group starting. So you would all have them in the same place.
Okay, as long as I roll my first group in with my second group, right?
Right, and then your second group that's starting on Monday, if they wanted another round, they could roll into the 16th group.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
And it might be nice to have some veterans in there too, because what I've sort of noticed is like they kind of take those leads as coaches, and you kind of get an idea of like good coach potential because they really know what they're doing and they're sharing like, you know, hey, I lost this much weight in the first round. So yeah, I've
had people in my first group tell me straight up they're 100% going to do a few rounds before they move on to anything else. So I mean, I know. Yeah, so I know that there will be some who are just that I'm going to need to roll somewhere. So
yeah, so I mean, I would think for your own sanity, just keep them with you because the 16th would get them to start another round on that first day. So like that would be like your first group's third round and the second group's second round.
Right.
So I think that would really work well for you because you would have everybody all together at the same time, like in the same place. So that's good for you. I'm jealous.
Okay. I didn't do it that way on purpose, but sure.
Yeah. Now the other thing is, and so if we have people that don't want the 21-day fix, we can try to hold them off to start March, whatever that first Monday in March is.
I don't have a calendar right here.
Let me see. I don't really want to start another group outside of this. Like I think, like one group is fine. But if we did, hold on, where's my calendar? Okay, so the first Monday in March is March 2nd is the first. So if we have people that want like Max 30 or T25 or PiYo, we can either put them in solid as a rock or we can have them hold off till March 2nd because that's when your next general accountability will start. Okay. I know it's hard to like tell people no and ask them to wait, but honestly, most of my people have because they really want the group, but they want to be with me or whatever it is. So they're willing to wait. And it's always hard because I'm like, oh, will they wait? And like if they contact you on February 2nd and they want to do PiYo, I'd put them in solid as a rock. So they could get started.
Didn't we say, because I have one Max 30, my friend Nicole, who signed on as a coach. Didn't we say, though, that she could start with the Max 30 group on the 2nd, right?
Yeah.
She can be, okay, all right. She'd be my only one who's not a 21-day fix, so. Okay.
Well, the Max 30 people, though, do you not want her to put her in the Max 30 group? Because we've got people.
Yeah, I want her in the Max 30 group. And I thought that it was going to be okay to start her then because the first batch will be on month 2. She'd be on month 1. And just
rather than us starting another group, we've got a great community. Yeah. Let's just roll in some more energy in there because I think usually after 4 weeks is when, the group seems to have good energy, but still it's like there are people that aren't really posting. And so sometimes I think maybe they've kind of fallen off a little bit. But when you bring new energy in, everybody gets really excited. So I think that'll be really good for us to add new people.
Okay.
So yeah, what do you guys think?
I missed part of that, so I'm just sitting.
I am recording this too.
Okay.
But I started recording it late because then I realized I probably should record this so Sam can listen when she can. Okay, so do you guys think, you guys agree with do the 7-day free? We'll do this individually. There are challenge groups are the 16th and 24th. And then, so what I'm thinking is like, if you have somebody that purchases like the day Max or Extreme comes out, we could if we have a lot of people that want to do that, like that end up doing that, maybe we think about doing a shake challenge the second Monday to keep them like get them started, so they're not just like sitting with their package. But we can kind of play that by ear maybe and see what happens. Sound good?
Yeah.
I have like a bajillion packets too, so if anybody needs anybody, I've got a ton.
I need the green berry.
Oh yeah, I'll send you some of those.
I have so many packets.
You have a lot of packets too?
So many.
I have like 5 boxes of packets right now.
It's so bad. And I've been inviting to 10 days, and I don't know why people are not. Things have been slow for me recently.
They've been slow for me too. I feel like most of my 10-day challengers are my HD customers that are like, I need to get back on track. So they don't need shakes. I'm like, but do you want more? Would you like to try a new flavor? Maybe some green berry or strawberry or vanilla. Yeah, Emily, I'll send those out to you tomorrow. How many do you want?
That's fine. Just do like 3 because I won't use them otherwise. And if she likes them, then, you know.
Court, did you like green berry?
I did. It was weird, but it was good.
Yeah, the color's weird.
Yeah, that it's good, but it's the green that really threw me off.
Yeah. It's not bad in the summer. With like orange juice and kind of like people who really like smoothies, like fruit smoothies, I tend to really like green berry because it's definitely closer to like a juice, like than the chocolate shake.
Diane raved about it.
I know.
Excellent.
Well, it's interesting. I know I sent her a strawberry and green berry, and I was like, I should have known she would have loved that because she like loves her juice drinks, you know. So.
Okay. Now, one thing I probably will need just a slight bit of guidance in running running the free challenge.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to kind of create our own then that we'll advertise for, and I just have them do different things each day.
What I'll do is, if you guys want, I have one going on right now. It's like day 9. You guys might actually see it like on my newsfeed. A lot of you like.
I do sometimes see it. I don't always, but
I can add you to it. You can see. Honestly, I keep it very simple. It's just an accountability, like stay on track, check in. The rules are really simple. But for 7 days, let me brainstorm because I'm thinking maybe we should do more of like a structured, like there's a really clear structure about what they're supposed to do for 7 days. Because like. Not that 12 days is that much longer, but it was more like a stay on track through the new year kind of thing. Because I did the fitness one where they had like an exercise every day I gave them, and it's still on. So yeah, we can do all that together. I just think we need to have them be slightly different in terms of what the theme is, or else it's going to pop up on everybody's news feeds and be like they're all doing the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be, we could maybe just all have different names. Like the rules can all be the same. We could just all like name it something else. But yeah, like when Nicole and I did this in October, we did the little black dress challenge. It was 30 days, which honestly I think is too long. I had a hard time keeping up with it for 30 days because of all the other groups that were going on, you know? And I had like 300 people in there. Like I couldn't keep track of them. I mean, I was overzealous. I was like, I can't keep track. I mean, like 50 to 60 people is like perfect for me to be able to engage with those that are actually doing the stuff, you know? But it's a great way to expand your market because you can write down their names. You can actually print the list from Facebook in terms of who's everybody that's in the group. So that way I had like a spreadsheet. I could check in with everybody. And I mean, I couldn't check in with 300 people. I mean, that's just too many.
No.
But you know, if you have like 25, 30, 40, 50 people, you might be able to check in with those people. Because you're really forming a relationship with them. So we scripted everything. So like every day I had a daily post that I posted. It was mostly like, I don't know, information about like healthy fats or water or whatever. And I scripted all of it and I just posted them every day. So there was always a post. Like there was a nutrition tip and then there was me posting like a workout or a meal or something else.
Okay.
So keep it simple. It's just really a way for you to connect with new people.
Okay. Kind
of expand your market. So, all right. Sound like a plan? Do you think, not that I want to encourage another group, but do you think it would be, do you think we should have our own little cup page or does the personal thread message work for you guys okay?
When I did when I was a captain of a Cub team, whenever it was last time, I had a page. And I thought it was helpful place to kind of check in. And then if people had questions or like giving people shout outs for like, you know, hitting a certain thing or goal or whatever, I thought it was helpful to like pump people up and motivate.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll make one.
Get lost in the thread.
I know. I know. I agree. I think they're good for like just blasting one message, but when they go back and forth, I agree, it gets kind of lost. So I'll create a page. Not that we need more pages, but this is only for a month, and then we'll get rid of it. So many pages and groups.
I'm just laughing because my phone, oh my gosh. I taught a 2-hour class today. I'm so sorry. I get out of class and my phone is like, I don't know, 35 notifications. I was like, oh my gosh.
I've turned them all off. I only notifications I get are Rock Solid, my wellness page, and something else, because there was just too many. I was like, I couldn't even stay on task all day. I was like a slave to my phone. I was like, this is
that's how I am. I feel like I'm a slave to it. So tell me how do you keep up with what people are doing in your groups then? I feel like that's the only way I know if they've checked in.
Well, this is actually more beneficial to me because like 2 or 3 times a day, I'll go in and like just drill into one group and start at the top and read all the way through. Because otherwise what I was doing is I was missing things because I was hopping around between notifications and I was never in a group. So now what I do is like when I go into our team page, I do have notifications. Like if somebody tags me, like I'll go in. But normally what I do is like I just start at the top and I just read through, and if something hasn't been answered, I'll answer it. If something's conflicting, I'll comment on it. But that way when I'm in the group, I'm more engaged and I can get a much more productive power hour when I do that versus like hopping around from notification to notification. So when I go into the Max 30 group, I start at the top, I comment, I like, or whatever, and then I get out.
Okay. I'm going to have to start doing that because I'm to the point where I have people everywhere. And I mean, then I'm like, I don't even know who I just answered to.
Yeah, no, I know. It helped me a lot.
Okay.
For sure.
I'll try it.
It's helped me. I've like developed ADD in all of this. So I'm like, I can't do the notifications. But anyway, well, I'm super excited for this month, you guys. I think we're going to be a great team and do some good stuff.
Sounds good.
Let's get pumped up. But all right, I'll let you guys go. I kept you longer than I said I would.
Good.
Okay. All right, you guys, have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.